Petro-Vietnam Gas, the GH2 pilot project. PV introduction. Situation of Vietnam gas industry. Orientation for development. The GH2 pilot project. PV gas brief introduction. PV gas overview. Established 1990. Petro-Vietnam ownership 95.76% of total shares. Organization 9 branch entities, 7 subsidiaries and 2 joint ventures. Main products and services: natural gas, PN and CNG, LNG 71% for power generation, approximately 11% national capacity, 16% for fertilizer, approximately 70% national capacity, 13% for other customers, LPG 75% of national wholesale market, 10% of national retail market, condensate steel pipeline, gas transporting, maintenance services, pipe wrapping services. The gas value chain. PV gas infrastructure. Nationwide gas business infrastructure and main gas pipeline systems. O3 gas processing plants, TVI terminal, central port and storage for gas import-export. Domestic gas production and supply. Before 2020, the peak gas exploitation period will reach 10 billion m3 per year. Since 2020, the amount of gas exploited from traditional areas, Cuu Long Basin, Nam Con Son, has decreased sharply. Gas usage structure is changing, gradually decreasing gas for electricity and gradually increasing gas for processing, petrochemicals and other industries. In the coming years, new gas sources from the Malay Tho Chu and Song Hoang basins will help increase domestic gas to about 15 billion m3 per year by 2030 and then decline, but these gas sources contain more impurities and CO2. It is expected that electricity generation will still be the largest output of domestic gas, followed by raw materials for gas processing, petrochemicals. Situation of Vietnam gas industry. PDP-8 and Vietnam Master Plan. Electricity output by source. Proportion of gas, LNG/AND, gradual TRANSITIONTO hydrogen, by 2030 at 25%, by 2040 at 12%, by 2050 at 7%. Gas LNG demand is continuously increasing both for power generation and other industries, especially as raw material for petrochemicals. Orientation to prioritize domestic gas for industries, especially the processing petrochemical, to increase gas value. Planning to build new LNG power plants, gradually converting current gas power plants to LNG and GH2. Decision 165, QDTTG. Developing Vietnam's hydrogen energy ecosystem based on renewable energy, including production, storage, transportation, distribution, domestic use and export, with synchronous and modern infrastructure to contribute to ensuring energy security, realizing the national target of net zero emissions by 2050, 2030 to 100-500 ktpa, 2050 to 1020 mtpa. PV gas development orientation. PV gas has leading capacity and experience in Vietnam in the field of LNG and will deploy LNG import hubs to capture 50% of the LNG market share nationwide. In operation, LNG TVI at 1 mil TPA, 2023. Will expand to 3 to 6 mil TPA, 2026, FS feed. Sun My LNG at 3 to 6 mil TPA, 2026, pre-FS. Thai Bin LNG, Vung Ang LNG, Southwest LNG. Gas for petrochemicals. PV Gas is looking for opportunities to cooperate in supply gas for petrochemical projects and invest in developing petrochemical projects with blue whale, Ken Bao gas sources or LPG, condensate sources. PV Gas is looking for opportunities to cooperate in research, investment, production, distribution and market development for green products, especially green hydrogen, ammonia and CACUS. The GH2 pilot project. Time: 2024-2025. Research, planning, funding, 2026 to 2028. Implementation location: Southeast region, concentrated in Ba Ria Vung Tau province. Scope: pilot scale. Renewable electricity production, solar, wind. GH2 production, electrolysis, other green technologies. GH2 transport, distribution, injection into gas pipelines, tanker transportation. Uses: applications, existing gas users, power plants, fertilizer production, green steel. Other industrial users. Other applications, customers, industrial, commercial, transportation users. Cooperation. PV Gas is looking for partners to jointly implement the pilot project. Partners for testing GH2 production, transportation, distribution technology. Partners for testing, using, apply GH2 products of the project. Partners for providing technology and equipment. Capital: PV Gas R&D funding. R&D funding from participants. Other funding sources: from the government, green funding sources, JETP. Thank you for your attention.